Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 flash here on EA Sports College Football. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Eagles offense will have the ball first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Johnson wants to throw it. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about.
There's a crease. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Clemson. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They went 3-and-out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, the running back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll run it from the gun. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
He's looking deep. He's got it down the right side. He'll work his way down to the 28. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Haynes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Lets it fly. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's got him. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the ground game. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Helms. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
In this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Johnson wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. Gets it into the end zone.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Haynes. Still on his feet at the 35. There's some room. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he tacks on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Taylor. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Johnson looking to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking for the score. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Blasted as he lets it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Charlotte 49ers. And it's Ole Miss in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. And now back to your game in Death Valley. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
The Eagles will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Catching up with Coach Sweeney coming out of the locker room. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Works the middle. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires on the move. Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Johnson looking to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe...
Might have a chance. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
I'll tell you what, wide receivers out there, you earn your opportunities. You make catches like that, the quarterback's going to keep coming your way.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Just feeds the running back. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Gets the back moving. Johnson looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
A lot of times on these play sheets, the offensive coordinators, man, they go, who do I want to get the ball to? How can I get him the ball? And sometimes when the space cramps down here in the red zone, how do you feature your guy? Nice job. Getting a little touch pass, getting him on the edge, letting him get some positive yards. He almost got in the end zone for the second time there.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right on target the first time, now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. But here's a little room there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He breaks a tackle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Eagles will have it 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. run inside. It's Davidson. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Gets open down the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davidson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead. Clock one. Got a little grip. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Kept it on the ground and made his way into the end zone.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes the catch. It's Dallas. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Finds a tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got a man. It's Dallas. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Can't get him to the ground. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off play action. Can't connect on his first throw.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. To the air, it's Helton. Shows him the stiff arm.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have